Hello and welcome back to the Let's Talk series. As you notice, I have no mic. It's because my earbuds mic has completely died. So now my hands can fly all over the place. I don't have to worry about a microphone. So we're talking about today, Rocket League's Season 3 awards. And if you haven't found out yet, and if you haven't looked at the thumbnail for some reason, the season awards are decals again. Now, this wouldn't necessarily be such a big issue if, well, these weren't the same rewards that were in season one. Now, they look different, but they're decals. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, it's the same thing. It's like decals again. We had them like not even a year ago. We had them like what? Actually, it's been 3/4 of a year. You know what I mean? And it just as this has just kind of been the issue with Rocket League recently. And my honest thoughts on them, they look cool, but they would have been better suited if that was the season one reward, and then these were something different. So let's talk about my thoughts on Rocket League as a whole, because this has just kind of been the pinnacle. This has just kind of really nailed down what the big issue with Rocket League has had recently. So if you don't know, Rocket League's creators, Psyonix, got acquired by Epic Games back in 2019. And they did a couple of changes and stuff like that. Epic Games, as you know, is the big owner of Fortnite and stuff like that. They're a pretty huge company due to Fortnite. And ever since then, a lot of people have been saying that Rocket League has kind of gone downhill. And I would agree, because if I look back at the old glory days of Rocket League, I'm just like, dang, I wish I would have been playing during that time instead of like picking it up like just a couple of weeks before free to play, And it just sucks, right? Because Rocket League is a great game. It's an awesome concept. It's a great game, but it's like kind of like dying now, right? Rocket League isn't dead by any means. There are a lot of people who still love Rocket League, and free to play did great things for the game. The problem is that a lot of old players now are like, this game is just kind of worn off on me. Like, I've played this game for so long, and it's just I'm done. I'm done playing this game. If you don't know, Rocket League came out in July 2015, so this month, Rocket League turned 6 years old. It's a 6-year-old game. And, it's a 6-year-old game. And people who have been there, like, since the start or near the start, they're starting to wear out. And I think this kind of really just kind of is what has hurt Rocket League in the long run, is that the concept of Rocket League is you have a car and it hits a ball. It's like soccer. But, and that's its core function. That's Rocket League at its core. But let's compare it to other games. Let's compare it to Fortnite. Let's compare it to Fortnite. The core of that game is that there's 100 people going into a battle royale on an island, and they shoot each other, and whoever is the last person alive wins. That's Fortnite at its core. There's so much you can do with that. Like, you have an island. Okay, the island could be anything you want. You have guns. It can be any gun you want. It could be a fictional gun if you wanted it to be a gun. Like, there's so many things that you can, like, twist around and, do certain things. And that's why Fortnite was so successful. because it was so wacky, it was crazy, it was something completely different. And Fortnite now is not as big as a heyday as it was like a couple years ago, but it's still successful because they're like with this season, even like Fortnite season 17, like they've changed it around like crazy, and it's a pretty good season. I just haven't really played because I kind of burnt out on Fortnite recently. And there's so much you can do. And then League of Legends, which has like been out since what, like 2010, 2011, 5v5 game with a jungle, and that's it. And you have 5 champions on each team. You can do so much with that. Like you can have so many different champions. You can have different enemies. You can have different bosses. You can do so much with that. And there's like you can do so much with that. That's the game at its core. League of Legends at its core. You can do so much to change that around and make different game modes and stuff like that. But that's kind of been the big problem with Rocket League. What can you do to change around car hitting, ball and goal? Like, it's like soccer. How much can you change soccer around without, losing soccer at its core? Like, that's really kind of been the issue, Like, Rocket League at its core is kind of now hurting it in the long run because now, well, if you change Rocket League and, like, make it new and wacky, there's not much you can do with it. Like, people are running out of ideas. People at Psyonix are running out of ideas. And the thing that you can change about Rocket League is, most of the time, cars and decals and stuff like that. That's how you change around Rocket League. But there's only so much you can do with that, too, and now they're starting to run out of options there. And it's really just kind of been really rough for Psyonix and stuff. Has Epic Games definitely contributed to the game's downfall in some way? Absolutely. Like, putting really expensive items in the item shop, like, within 2 weeks of each other, like Titanium White Fennec, then a couple weeks later, Titanium White Zombas, and then there's a lot of expensive items in the shop that free-to-play players want to have. They're sucking, credits out of the trading cycle, and a lot of traders are like, this sucks. I hate trading now because they're like, everything's overpriced in the item shops, and free-to-play players don't really know that, so they're just going to buy, and now, credits are out of the, users' hands. And in Epic's hands. And it sucks because Epic has definitely contributed to it, but Psyonix also has contributed to it as well because they're running out of ideas. Epic is their higher up, but Epic is definitely going to let Psyonix have a little bit of, creative freedom. The problem is, they're just running out of ideas, and that's not to say Epic has done everything bad. The esports team for Rocket League, huge jump, did a great job in the past season. Although a lot of players didn't really like it on a prize money and viewership point of view. It did great. It was like a lot of people started getting into Rocket League esports, including myself. And that's just kind of been the issue for Rocket League, and I think this decal has really just kind of put it at its pinnacle and kind of like put everything together. Like, they're running out of ideas. Rocket League is slowly declining in popularity. It's just really, really. The free-to-play thing was definitely going to be a necessity at some point, but and it brought a huge shock back up, and now it's slowly going back down. And that's kind of what's become the issue with Rocket League. I'm repeating myself. They're running out of ideas, and I just... Who knows what Season 4 is going to bring, because it's going to bring a new... It's probably going to bring a new map, and new car, new goal explosion, a new rocket pass, and then what else is it going to bring? Absolutely flipping nothing. So, or, that's what I'm expecting. But, I love Rocket League. It's just, it's dying out. Viewership's dying on YouTube and Twitch and yada, 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 yada. It just sucks. It really does. But that's it for this video. This one was a little more of just kind of a rant on how Rocket League has kind of slowly died. And, let's talk and all that. But hey, if you enjoy these types of videos, consider liking, consider subscribing. We're trying to hit 100 subs by the end of this year. And there's going to be a playlist somewhere. I think it's like right here. Where you can watch other Let's Talk videos that I have, and then it's pretty cool. So I hope you all have a great day, and the camera's off. You know how it is. And goodbye.